Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. Hey, we're back on what is it? Estancia Lapacho. I always just say South America because I can't pronounce the thing. Anyway, it's getting on to dark, but I got some work I needed to get done in the fertilizing end, and I don't want my plant growth to get out of control here. See, number 1 is already in the darker yellow, so I need to get the fertilizer done. 2's starting to get there. 5 is still in green, and 14 is fertilized and okay. If we look at the soil composition, you'll see that 2 is in the second stage or second stage. 1 is in the first stage, and 5 is in the first stage. 14 looks like it's ready to go. Well, maybe not the whole field, but part of the field. So let's go with that. I don't know what's going on at the harbor. Doesn't matter. I don't have anything. I think it was wood chips. I don't recall. But anyway, I did decide on 14 to plow it up. I plowed up the sugar cane after I completed the harvest. So I did all that offline. I completed this harvest. It took forever. So I do have some sugar cane available. Also, while in between episodes, I've been doing missions on 3, 4, and well, I haven't done 6 yet, but I've been doing missions on 3 and 4. So in preparation of buying the field. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you see I've got $129,000. That all came from selling what little bit of crops I had, which I didn't make a lot of money. But missions. I've been doing missions. So let's take a look here. If you'll notice, I'm getting to where this guy's liking me a little bit. I've done a couple missions here. And I'll continue doing that in between episodes because it's kind of boring watching missions. But he needs some plowing done. And then let's see, how am I doing on 4? Let's take a peek. A little bit better on 4. Now 4 is a smaller field, so it's a little easier to do. So yeah, so we'll work on that in between episodes. In the meantime, let's get our fertilizer dude here. So technology-wise, I've got my wheel working again. Thanks for a couple of subscribers that were watching that for me. I don't pay attention to that kind of thing. I just play the game. And I wasn't paying attention to whether they fixed it or not. I had a couple of subscribers tell me that they did fix it actually right away. So I probably could have been using my wheel a lot longer than I have been. Again. And I mentioned this in another episode that I got my wheel back. The only thing with it was that that I had to retag some buttons, rekey some buttons. Well, I guess bind is the word. I had to rebind some buttons that became unbound somehow. But anyway, I got that taken care of. And then, let's see. I don't know if I have courses here for fertilizing. And then I'll get to the other thing I was going to mention. It's already on fertilizing. Do I have field 5? There's a field 5 seed. Let's put that away. Up in field 5. And that's it for field 5. Let me see if I've got... I don't have a fertilizer going for that, so I think I'm going to try to just hire a worker and see what he does. I don't know how wide this spreads, so let me get a little bit closer to the edge and we'll just go with this. If I can. If it will let me. Let's see. Alright, who's working here? Alan Myers is working on this today. Let me shut that down. We'll let him go. And the other thing that I was talking about at one point just before the holidays was that Microsoft had an upgrade that took my brand new microphone out. I have, well, it's not brand new. I've had it for several months now, but it's a pretty expensive microphone, and I was happy with it. And sure enough, they had an upgrade or update that took it out. Now, part of it isn't necessarily Microsoft's fault, except for the fact that they're always trying to control everything. It was in the adjustments. I had to go in and readjust it to match, because the microphone had to be set at a certain bit rate, and there was no flexibility there. So I had to go in and reprogram the darn thing to accept a different bit rate. But there, I finally got it fixed. And I'm not into audio that much, so I'm not quite sure what the hell all of that means. But anyway, let me see what else I've got going here. Seeding. I need to go over and seed field 14. So let's see what we got. I've been doing canola, and I've decided I'm not going to put sugarcane back in for a while until I can afford a much better harvester for sugarcane. That was god awful. It took me so long, and to be honest with you, I left a lot of sugarcane on the field and just plowed that crap under, because I was getting tired of trying to harvest one row at a time. It was just, even though I had course play route set up for it, it was still going to take a week and 10 days of game time. Not literally, but it was terrible. I just said to heck with it. I'll wait on sugarcane until I get enough money to buy a better harvester. Speaking of harvesters, I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to keep this little harvester here that I've got because it's paid for. But one of the things I was thinking of was fields. If I look at the fields, my biggest field is field 2, and it doesn't take that long to harvest field 2, even though it's my biggest field. The other fields I'm going to buy, 3 and 4, aren't that much bigger. So I can make do with a smaller combine until I get some money. It'd be better my money would be better spent buying the fields. That's what I think anyway. So I don't know. I change my mind on crap like that all the time. So we'll see what happens. Let me see if I have a seed fertilizer type thingy for field 14. I doubt if I do, because I think I did that all manually. Yeah, I don't. So I do need a folder for field 14. So let's do one. And let's put these things in it. Put this in 14 and that in 14. And that in 14. Temporary 29. I don't know what the heck that was. I'll just let it go. I don't know what it is. So let's go ahead and do a seeding for this. So we're going to go field 14. 3.6 meters. And starting location is the northeast. We're going to be heading south. And I'm going to do 3 of those. And let's save this. Field 14 seed. Whoops, northeast. Heading south. 3.6 times 3. Close enough for government work. And then let's get this thing lined up over here. I'm trying to use what little bit of daylight I've got left to get that fertilizing done, because then when it goes into the next growth period, I'll be all set. So let's drop this. All right, there we go. And who do we have working? Gino! You go, Gino. All right. Let's see, what else have I got to do here? Harvest, I can get ready for harvest. I'm not quite there yet, but I will be. These two fields, 1 and 2, they'll be right by morning, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll get our combine closer up here. And then also, let's see, as far as combines go, what do I have? I don't have that one. It's the new one that I've got, isn't it? Where's that new one? There, it's that booger. That thing ugly. Blah. It is ugly. I don't think there's another header for it, though. Let's see. Header might make a difference in it. I don't know. This is a 4.2 meter header. Teeny tiny little booger. I don't know what'll fit on that thing. So I could waste my money on buying a new header, but I don't know if it's going to work. So I don't know if that's what I want to even attempt. So I'll probably just let that go, I guess. But let's see, the next step up in a combine. If you look at this, I've got the Sampo for 124. I can barely afford that. Trading in the old combine, maybe. But let's see what we get for the Sampo as far as headers go. Sampo. It's only 4.2. Isn't going to do me that much good. That much better, I should say. Alright, and this one is 5.7. It's a little bit better. This one's 18 feet, or 5.5 meters, 5.7 meters, 5.7 meters. So the Capella is a little bit bigger. I don't know what it goes on to, though. 1660, 590, 7347, and 595. What are those? Are those the things that it'll attach to? That might be something to look at. 1660, 5.9, 730, 7347. Does that make any sense? 1660, okay, it'll fit on that one. 590, it'll fit on that one. 747, it'll fit on that one, and then the 595, it'll fit on that one. So, but it doesn't say anything about fitting on this one. I'm going to just wait. I don't know what to do. Alan Myers has completed their task. All right, Alan, which one is that? Is that Alan right here? That was doing his fertilizer. Let's take a look at that. See how he did. It looks like it's okay. Now we need to drop over to field number 1. And we're going to have to refill, so we might as well do that, I guess. When I get this fertilizing done, I'll jump into the next day. I don't like working in the dark. Never have. Don't like it in real life. Don't like it in the game. You guys have heard me say a million times, I have night blindness, so I don't like doing things at night. Oh, there it went. I guess I won't have to worry about it. It's going to do it automatically. Well, we got one of the fields done, so there you go. This map, I don't know if you've noticed, but this map doesn't get as dark as some of the maps. Because even at dead of night here, I can still see pretty good. Well, there it went. Went pretty quick. Alright, now, field number 1. Do we or do we not have a fertilizer for field number 1? We do not. Okay. So, field 14 seed, let's take that and pop it up into field 14. Field 2, has a fertilizer. We'll take that, pop it up into field 2. Field 1 does not, so let's make one. All right, and now that we're into the next day, I'm going to pop the speed up on the time to 5, and then let's go ahead and start this. We're in field number uno. 12 meters. Starting location is the southwest. Going to be heading north, and let's do 2 of those. Save the course. Field 1 FERT. I can't remember what it was. Was it 12 meters? Oh, I don't recall. Darn it. Yeah, it was 12 meters. I had it right. Figures, doesn't it? Okay, let's try this again. Field 1 FERT. Southwest heading north, and 12 times 2. All right. Okay, who's working this one? Troy Sawyer's working this one. Gino's almost on his 3rd row. Oh, wait a minute. He had 3 turns around the field to do, 3 headlands. So that makes sense. All right, what else do we need to be doing? Harvesting. Let's double check and make sure that we're all ready to go here. Okay, this is 100%, but I've got one more fertilization to do. And I think I can still do it. I think. So let's find out. I think I'm screwed here, though, because this is 100% too, and I didn't get my second one in. Darn it. I don't think I can do another one. I'm pretty sure I can't. So all right, well, I don't think I can do another one on field number 1. So I might have to move down to field 14 and field 5 and finish that up. Let's get our combine ready. Now, let's see. Field number 1. Field number 1, we should have a harvest on there. So that's all ready. And I don't think it's going to catch up to that fertilizer spreader, so I might as well start on it. All right, now we've got to get our other tractor, hook it up to a trailer. Okay, let's get rid of whatever it was doing. It was doing sugarcane, I think. And let's see, do we or do we not have on field number 1, we've got a harvest, and we've got straw grain field 1 to silo. That's it right there. And let's just wait till it's ready. How's Troy doing? Right, looks like he's got one more pass to do and he's done. And then let's see if I can get, I don't know what 5. 5 looks like it's got the second one, so I should be able to get a third one on 5. Maybe. Or no, wait a minute, I just finished it. Oh, shoot. Well, I can at least do 2, and that's the biggest field. So if I get a better yield on 2, that'll behoove me to do it. Work tool needs to be refilled. Really? Which one? The seeder. Okay. Well, Gino, I'm going to have to let you go for now. Go get some more seed and fertilizer. I guess fertilizer I've got plenty of. Get some more seed. Thing doesn't hold very much. It's a little bitty, teeny tiny. Teeny tiny. But a little deceiving because it's got to carry both fertilizer and seeds. So if you look, the actual containers aren't that big for each one. Alright, so we'll take that fertilizer spreader just finished, so we'll move it over to field number 2. As soon as we get this guy back to work. Well, we're well into 2018. I haven't had the opportunity to sign anything. It used to be that it took me weeks to get used to signing a new year. I don't do much signing anymore. So I don't care what year it is. Can't believe it's 2018 though. I don't do much talking in my videos about games and things like that. You know how a lot of pages will do, okay, what's going to be hot in 2018 and what's happening in the world of gaming and that kind of stuff. I'm not really, that's not really me. I just like making these videos and that if the game's fun I'll play it, if it's not I won't. But that being said, I'm a little concerned about the fact that I like playing games and I don't necessarily enjoy multiplayer very much because, well, for one thing, a lot of times the multiplayer games are PvP and I don't do PvP. If you've seen me play, I'm not very good at first-person shooters and things like that, and so I don't do well in PvP situations. And so consequently it's not fun for me. But anyway, from what I'm able to gather about certain game developers and game distributors, they're getting to the point where they don't necessarily want to do single player games anymore. They make more money on the multiplayer games. And why did they make more money on multiplayer games? Well, they make more money on multiplayer games for the biggest reason is the pay-as-you-go routine, the added things. So you're playing a first-person shooter, and you want a certain Kevlar vest. Well, hey, give us $5 in real-life money, and you've got this new vest. The pay to win, the pay to play, pay to whatever you want, but pay. When it comes down to games like what was it I was reading about? Certain games where the game came out, Grand Theft Auto, I think it was. Grand Theft Auto came out, and you'd think that they sold so many copies of that game. And then it turns out that they made more money on cards and things like that they sell about the game than they ever made on the game selling. So a lot of these game companies are in it obviously for money, of course, but it's like they're deciding that single player games they don't make enough money on. They sell them once and that's it. And so they're thinking, well, we're not going to make single-player games anymore, much of them anyway. Well, there's a lot of people that like single-player games. I do. I don't care much for multiplayer games. I'm kind of a loner. I mean, even when I played World of Warcraft, I had fun at it. And Final Fantasy 14 and below, Final Fantasy 11, I had a ball playing those games. But I didn't go into the multiplayer business. I played solo, even though it was a HMMO or whatever they call them. HMMO even though it was MMO, I just played by myself, and if there was some form of armor or weapon that you had to get only by going into a dungeon, I just didn't get it. I just played. I'm more playing for the content than I am for the PvP aspect and multiplayer stuff. That's just me. I like single player games. All right, let's see if I've got a course for Field 2 for spraying. Alright, fertilizers. There it is. And where does it start? Up here? Is that the start or the end? That's probably the end. Where's the start? Starts over here, I guess. Yeah, okay. This is the start. Wow. That spread isn't that far, is it? What did I spray this thing with? Oh, it's 2 combined courses. Never mind. Get rid of that. And let's try this again. Field number 2, fertilizer. There we go. That still looks funny. That's the stop. The start must be on this side. That looks a little bit better. Alright, there we go. Let's let this one go. Who's on this one now? Chris Baldwin. Alan Clark's back on the seating here. Steve Spencer's waiting for some grain. And why is... and Stefan is... Okay. Why is that guy over there? Stevie, what's going on? Do I not have this set right? Oh, I bet I don't. Let me stop this. I don't. I got it on field work. I need to be on combi. Alright, that'll make a difference. And now who do we have? We have Craig Wilson on the job. Stefan, he's being patient here. Oh, He's gonna take the long road. Alright, fine. I'll let it go. Only because I'm too lazy to stop him. I gotta get rid of this pickup. I hate this. This pickup is worthless to me. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, it looks like the fertilizer on 2 is going to work. It's going to give me my 3rd fertilization. And then 5 I think I'm stuck on. Stuck on Band-Aid. Let's go take a look. And see. If it's still in a growth stage, I'll be okay. But I think it is. Alright, I'm going to be fine. I'll be fine on field 5. It'll get its 3. And 1 we lost out on a little bit, but 1's a very small field. And then I've got, now most of this field has got full fertilization on it. Part of it does. Oh. The seeder's kind of, huh. Alright, well, we'll just let it go. I'll just have to keep an eye on it and get more fertilizer on it, make sure it's fully fertilized. It is plowed now, though, so all the fields have been plowed. Although I may or may not be into my 3rd. What is going on? Has he got crop? Craig, does he? Oh, no, he's okay. He's just trying to line himself up with the combine. The combine. Uh-oh. What's happening? Why is he stopping? Are you off a little here somehow? Oh, don't do this. Alright, something's off a little bit. Let's see. Let's give him out a couple of points here. For some reason, he's thinking that he's too close to the combine or something. Alright, let it go. Well, he still had half a grain bin. I should have kept going. Dang it. Oh well. Can't worry about the little stuff. I still want to get a mower and mow this junk out of here if I can. I don't know if you can. I'd like to mow this crap out of here. All this bushy stuff here. I'll find out if you can when I get a mower. I don't need a mower right now. I don't have any animals. So I don't need grass right at the moment. I'm just struggling to make a little bit of money. So far, the only way I've made money is doing work for other farmers. Wonder where the canola is selling. Canola, 1,077, 1,052, and 1,250. Transport company. So I can start hauling it to the train. Except for I don't have a spare tractor. I have to wait for the fertilizer guy to be done. Or the seeding guy, one of the two. Good job. Fertilizer guy. Where's the fertilizer guy? You about done there, Chris? He might be getting close. Another couple runs. He'll be there. He's doing a bang-up job, though. We'll let him go. Okay, what's happening here? Go on. What are you waiting for? What's he waiting for? Oh, I'm not on... Shoot, I'm on the other guy. What in the world? Okay. I don't know what's happening here. What makes it stop? I have no idea. It's a pain in the butt, though, I'll tell you that. Could let him go a little bit further out. Oh, geez, where's he going? No, no, don't do that. All right, give him a fresh start here. There you go. Fresh start for you. Is he done? Are you done? No, he's not done. You're not done. He's getting close, though. That is if he has enough seed. Work needs to be refilled. Who needs to be refilled? Oh, he needs to be refilled. Oh, how am I going to remember where he's at? Let's look at my little eye up here and see where he's at. Okay, he's right on the end of that one. So he's got... One, two, three left. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Let me get him stopped and... refilled. Hang on to your socks. Going over the hill here. Whoa! Now, I'll see if I can... I have terrible memory. Let's see if I can remember where he was. I think I do. Okay, so he was on the end of this one right here, I think. Right on the end of this. That's what I'm thinking. So let's get on the end. And who's working now? Dar Smith is working. Is this right? I guess so. Another pass or two, he'd be done. Or she'll be done. Right. And this guy's on his last leg here. Oh, gosh. Look at the amount of seed he's got. Oh. Is he going to make it? Who was it? Alan Clark. Are you going to make it, Alan? I think he's going to make it. Oh my God. Came right down to the last couple of feet. And guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to mess with it. It's done. You're done. Alright. Shut this guy off. We're going to plant this guy inside there. I'm going to get the third truck here and start hauling grain to the train station. I think that's where we're going to go with it. Did I really get stuck on that wall? I did. Come on. Man, he's really stuck. Holy smokes. Alright. Got him off the wall. I knew I was close. I didn't think I was that close, but there you go. Pick up our second trailer here and put him to work. Whoa! Okay, so let's see. We're going to be doing one of those, and we're going to be doing grain to train harbor, grain transport. Let's put grain to train harbor into grain transport, and then let's take a look in there and see if we've got grain farm silo to bakery, grain sales. No, wait a minute. Grain farm silo to bakery, to the harbor, to elevator 3. Is elevator 3? That's the train station, isn't it? I think it is. Let's find out. And we're going to be doing canola. And then let's get up in this here. See what happens. I don't think I got a trailer load yet, though. I don't. Not even close. So we'll just let this guy sit here and wait. What's he doing? Mervin, what are you doing? Oh, I stopped Mervin. I didn't stop Mervin. I'm getting paranoid. I had 2 timers set. Huh. Alright, well, I'm going to call it an episode here. My time is up. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the farm again in the next episode. Happy farming.